Well, as you join us here at the Fix, it's already kicked off. The lad's just warming up the flex, and there's Bowen dives in first. The glasses are on, and it's a double bicep from Coach Ray. Fellas, how's it going?
Very good. Neil, how are you?
Yeah, you know, I'm now pretty bored.
More bored than ever.
Yeah,
you've been working hard, brother. You have been working so hard. These shows are killing it. I literally drove from Brisbane to a 6-hour drive south today. 4 hours of my drive was listening to your podcast. So amazing. I love it.
I bet you want to throw darts at me now. I can't even stand my own voice for 4 hours. Seriously.
Yeah.
You're talking about I had to drug my wife to marry me.
I did max out on Rob Vigen's voice. I listened to all 3 Rob Vigen ones, and I was ready. I was actually happy to hear Travis Bajan's voice after it.
Have you got to a situation now where you've got like a newfound fondness of Rob Vigen Jr. after hearing his life story? I figured if there's anybody that Rob, because I've got loads of messages, mate. Tons of people have come on and said, "Oh my God, you know, they've really connected with him." And I mean, I'm not joking. I'm talking hundreds of people have really connected with Rob. They're like, "Oh my God, Rob's so deep. I had no idea. I see Rob as this kind of guy. I thought Rob was this kind of guy, and he's not that guy. He's like a really thoughtful, highly principled, nice guy, and I really connect with him now, and I think, you know, a great deal of him." And I'm thinking, in my mind, I wonder if Hutchins is sat at home and Ryan Bowen sat at home thinking, you know what, kind of like this guy now. Did that ever happen? That not happen?
Honestly, it did. It did happen in, I don't know, episode 3. Somewhere in episode 3 he got me, and I was like, it was when he was talking about that he couldn't go to Zloty because of his family and putting family first and that. And I'm like, geez, maybe I need to help Rob get to Zloty, because I want to see him pull Zloty too.
Oh, I want to see him too. Yeah.
Everybody's saying that. Everybody always draws this comparison between, like, you know, the Eastern European thing and the American thing. It's like the overriding factor in arm wrestling's topics at the moment while we've been on lockdown. Funny thing is, guys, I'm looking to find out, you know, who's next. I've got so many people lined up that I'm doing interviews with. If you haven't seen any of the Deep Inside interviews, guys, that Ryan was talking about there, get on there. It's in a playlist. I've got technical and everything. Set up playlists. That's how we roll, mother fluffers.
Sure.
Playlist. Yeah. So, yeah, hey, what about that? So I've set up a few playlists. Don't know whether I mentioned. And you can go on there and check them out. We got guys coming on as well. I've got Richard Lutkus coming on. Marcy O'Barbosa.
Nice.
I got Ron Bath coming on. I got Cobra Rhodes. I've started with Engin Terzi. We got Zydrunas Savickas, 4-time world's strongest man, coming on later this week. We got, arm wrestlers, my God, name one that isn't. We're in the middle of Travis. Hey, you thought it was interesting that I got people to take a different view of RVJ. Not only that, Travis converted loads of people. Suddenly people don't think he's the kind of guy that would go out and kick a baby lamb. You know, we're talking about a load of people come around and said that they really, you know, they empathise with Travis. Everybody still thinks Michael Todd's a twat. But Michael will be getting, no joke, right? That's a joke, because people are starting to love Michael. I'm getting a lot of people saying, I don't understand why Michael gets so much hate. I don't understand why Michael gets so much abuse. I don't understand why Michael gets such negativity. Michael gets negativity on everything. Negativity on his design of his house, his wall colouring, his beard. His beard's taking abuse right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Too much hate.
It's like when me and Ray shaved her head, everybody's like, you know, you and Coach Ray shaved your head, why can't you get Michael Todd to shave that beard? I'm telling you, I have that message. I'll screenshot you that message. I have it. Seriously, next time you're on a call with Michael, tell him to use the same razors that you did to do your hair, and that Coach Ray did get him to sort his beard out. Looks like a garden gnome.
Yeah, no. Michael's too marketable with that beard. He looks like the God of War guy. He's set for the movies.
Oh, yeah.
There's no one better for God of War than Michael.
Mate, there's no way he's going to shave that off, because...
No, that's trademark.
Rebecca loves it. she loves the beard. She likes him looking like that. So that beard ain't coming off. It's just going to stay there. Anyway, mate, let's get on to what big news in the world of arm. We'll come back on to when Ryan's going to shave his head. That's got to happen, mate, at some point. But, and Devon, for that matter.
Yeah.
But let's get into the world of arm wrestling, because quite a few things popped up this week. I mean, let's start where we've got to start. Larry Wheels challenging Schoolboy. What thing is that?
That for me is there's two fronts to that. One is it's fantastic that Larry's interested enough that he wants to go out there and hunt opportunities like that. He sees that Schoolboy is kind of a big representative of our sport, and Larry obviously has had a little bit of a taste gripping up, but a genuine ready go, that is going to be incredibly one-sided in my opinion. I think Schoolboy will absolutely crush Larry, and there's just nothing else that can happen. The thing is,
it's almost like the hardest thing Larry could take on, because he's taking on a purist arm wrestler in Schoolboy. I mean, Schoolboy has been doing this since he was a puppy. He's a big lad. I mean, he's like 6'5". You look at Schoolboy and he looks like, all innocent and sweet, and he has got the baby face, but he's a big man. He's 6'5". Probably weighs, what will he weigh? 100 kilos, maybe? 110. Big dude.
Big, strong.
And
smash him.
Bred in arm wrestling. So his angles are perfect. Everything's perfect. Guy can really arm wrestle. So it's not even the type of individual that's going to run towards Larry, and think, what, I'm going to engage with this guy. I'm going to get into his power. Because, let's be fair, Larry Wheels has improved a great deal. Thanks to Alex Pazykov for that. He's done a great job with him. He's bringing him along, and I'm sure he'll bring him along more. And Larry has got so many weapons for arm wrestling. He's so explosive. What an explosive guy. I mean, he really is a very, very powerful individual. So it'd be great if he really embraced the sport. I'd love to see him do that. But Schoolboy, I don't know whether he's been put up to that call out or what. But whether it's just it's effectively clickbait and people just want to see it, which is quite possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but my God, he's going to struggle with Schoolboy.
I don't think he can take as much PEDs as he wants, and he will not get through that. No. Schoolboy will smash him. Play with him.
How good is Schoolboy, guys? How do you rate him?
Well, first time I saw Schoolboy was actually Hong Kong Arnold's. He faced none other than Danny Tesh. Danny and Schoolboy made it to the final of this. I think Schoolboy was he was in the 90 kilo class back then. So 2 years ago he was dipping under 90 kilos. And I mean, he actually made Danny think. Danny had to think. Schoolboy did threaten Danny. Danny beat him, but as expected. But
of course he beat him.
But he redlined. Danny had to redline to secure his hook, and so straight away it was like, whoa, who's this 17-year-old kid that is legit like that? And Danny was impressed with him, that's for sure. So
I mean, I spoke about the fact that Schoolboy's been bred into arm wrestling. Clearly, I didn't understand that he had that level of experience. I mean, at his young and tender age, he's already experienced what it's like to pull the greatest arm wrestler that's ever lived, regardless of weight or gender.
I loved how Engen just shut you down on Danny the other day. You tried to bring it up. He's like, he didn't know who Danny was, and he was like, let's move on.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta forgive Engen for that one. He's just not experienced Danny yet. But I want to get Ryan to get hold of Danny. Go to his house and say, look, Danny, because he knows him. Danny. Life story. Can you imagine how long that would be? It'd be amazing. So, be like, Danny, so, what did you do in the life? Dan be like, not much. Danny don't say nothing. I mean, Can you imagine Danny's, best man speech at his wedding? Yeah, I know Danny a while. Don't fuck all.
Rock strong.
Oh, mate, he's so strong. I mean, Danny doesn't even like use a lot of different styles of arm wrestling, does he? He's pretty much one trick pony.
Danny, I know this is a schoolboy question, but it's evolved into Danny. But Danny, I think Danny is has the best stopping power there is. Honestly, among middleweights anyway. Legit stopping power.
Well, I got a question here for the show, right? This is not. I have got this question. I do the RVJ live story, right? And in fact, it might even be in the comments. Can't remember whether this is one that somebody PM'd me or put it in the comments. I'll have to check that out. I think it's in the comments. And a guy's put, Neil, no joke. Like it's a joke. No joke. Can RVJ beat Danny Tesh? Who wins? And then they put, be serious, I mean, Danny Tesh. Even RVJ, I'd be like, what about Danny Tesh? You'd be like, Jesus Christ.
Coach Ray, have you had any encounters with Schoolboy or Danny Tesh in your walks? No.
Have you ever prayed to Danny Tesh? When you were going for your bet,
I will binge watch his videos now because I feel like Neil is speaking like he's religious, like religion, like he holds the religion. Yeah, I have to look into that. I know he's good, but you're
right. Look up Aussie arm wrestler. Just put a video out yesterday of him pulling Paul Talbot on the left.
Oh yeah. I think I saw it.
No one. Yeah. That was WAL 2017. No one in North America knew who Danny was at that tournament, and he went straight into a hook with Talbot, and he stonewalled Talbot. And Talbot thought, what the hell is this? Who is this guy?
Who the fuck is this guy? No, seriously. Hey, Paul Talbot's left? Serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But could not budge Danny Tesh in a hook.
One of my favourite arm wrestling experiences of all time is when I lined Danny up for the match in the World Armwrestling League, right? And it started to go a bit nuts on social media. And I can't even remember it might have been Joel Hudick or somebody made a comment about the match being like, yeah, go on, Q's gonna beat and suddenly the whole of Australia, it was like everybody in Australia, nah, mate. Yeah. You don't understand what you're saying. Everything all came out, and it's like literally like you'd gone over and pissed on the statue of Mary. I mean, it was like, no. They hated the fact that anybody thought that there was any chance, any conceivable possibility that Danny might lose a match. Everybody, all of us were like, what? And it was such confidence, it was like, nobody's beating Danny. Don't care who it is. You could have said like Siplenkov's showing up and they'd have been like, they've been doing nothing with Danny. Oh, it was ace.
Anyway.
And it was one of those moments that when Danny won the match, same again. All Australia, the whole of the continent comes pitching in, doesn't it? All Oceanic region. The Kiwis were involved. Everybody was in there saying, oh yeah, everybody knew about Danny over here. You didn't know that? Like, yeah. Nation's pride, eh? The Aussie boys.
Yeah. Anyway, Danny's the man, but Schoolboy, I think he will be a genuine super heavyweight elite, in the next 3 to 5 years.
So weird, isn't it? Because Schoolboy, I mean, I want to get him in World Armwrestling League. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I want him in there. He's not the most charismatic individual in the world. I mean, he's a bit like Danny. He doesn't say a great deal. Obviously, he's not got command of the English language, really, that I'm aware of, much. But it would be interesting to see him tested. Like, really tested. Because these legends are out there, you know. When we had Dev on the show the other night, and he's saying, I can't remember which show it was, but I think it was one of the In the Presence shows or something like that, and he said, oh yeah, we were overtraining at Zombie Fest, the Arnolds, and he said, yeah, Danny was, Schoolboy was cracking, getting carried away there, Schoolboy was cracking Todd Hutchins, And I'm going to be honest. In my mind, I'm thinking, oh shit, I'm just not buying that. There's no, I'm not seeing that Schoolboy's cracking Todd Hutchins, because Todd Hutchins is a bad mother fluffer. That's a bad man right there. So even if, I'm not saying that he didn't get pinned, he very likely got pinned. I've pinned John Brzezinski in training. I have never pinned John Brzezinski in a tournament. It's a different thing.
It's a much different thing. Yeah.
Very different. So, I don't know. I mean, where do you guys sit on that? Do you think right now Schoolboy is anywhere near that level yourselves? Have you seen anything that I haven't seen online or otherwise to suggest that Schoolboy could legitimately do something with the likes of Toddzilla?
No, not now. Not now. I think for this year, I think he had planned IFA Worlds, I think, or maybe his Lottie Tour, but again, we don't know how the year will end, so I want to see him in, because he has competed in some tournaments in Russia, and he got beaten there, and then you can look, and he's very young. How old is he? 19, 20?
He's 19.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's coming up 20, isn't he?
So I would legitimately think, because I think he will compete under IFA, he would be top 2 in juniors in the world. Heavyweights in seniors, maybe. Depends on the talent that comes in, But he is very good. He is very good. I want to see in real competition, because right now it's practice matches. I really don't care about practice matches. I never cared. It only can show you the ability of the guy that is defending. It doesn't really tell you much about the guy who's attacking, And the same thing with Devon. Devon holds everyone. Everyone was, oh my God, he's struggling. He stays in the place and lets you work, that he gives you all those options. So I want to see real competitions, tournaments, super matches, whatever. Yeah. But for WL, he would be a catch, I would say. He would be a catch. It would be interesting who would he face in the first, because I think everyone's a killer there, and especially in heavyweights. And I think he's heavyweight. He cannot drop to middleweight, impossible. So, would be very, very interesting, to see Ryan go up and arm wrestle him there.
So, took in Ryan in.
Because Ryan.
Hey, I'm only weighing 91.5 kilos this morning. I'm lean. I'm lean right now. Leanest I've been in a long time.
So you're going for middleweight.
Well, he was ready, wasn't he? He was going to be on the plane last week, so you could have cut him for that, I suspect.
Yeah, we were supposed to 3 days ago have a bottom 8.
Yeah.
It's funny though. I mean, Ray there talking about the juniors. He's saying, Schoolboy might be top 2 in the world juniors. For anybody who's not familiar, right, with the juniors, EAF or EAF, don't be out there thinking juniors. You'd only be number 2 in the juniors at EAF and WAF. Some of those guys are acid strong. And, like when you were at school, and there was always that one kid at school that, was 12 when he was born. And he walked in there, everybody else is getting changed, and he walks in there like that, just shaving the last bit of his beard. I remember that, right? I've been to the World Armwrestling Federation, I've been out there, I've been in the sauna, right? And some kids sat, and it's always like, a mute that they've wheeled out, you know what I mean? And I'm sat up on the top trying to maximise the thing, and some guys sat 3 down, and all the guys from the British team are on the top, and I'm looking across and be like, and they're looking at me and we're going. Anyway, suddenly we get outside, and one of the Russians that speaks English is there, and I'm going, he looks serious. And, guy says to me, he's strong. He's going to be strong. And I'm like, he's going to be strong, right? Yes, he pulled Junior. And let me tell you now, I thought, Junior? No way. And I'm double taking, I'm looking across at this kid, the other coach is combing the hair on his back. And I'm thinking, how old is he? And he'd be like, yes, he is 18 years old. And I'm like, no way. The kid's wrists are like 11-inch thick, you know.
Yeah.
He's got a friggin', looks like Desperate Dan. Like stubble, bloody square jaw like that. Some of those guys
he's losing hair, hair's back, you know. It's already starting to go away.
Am I lying? Or there's some monsters in that? Oh my God. I remember Artem Tainov when he was a junior. Was a monster. Artem Tainov came over to the practice. Where the hell were we? It was one of the events and Tainov's only a kid. He's like, baby face, walks over. And he's like, oh, Neil, can we go? We go on the practice table. Boom! He hits me. Oh my God, he was like 17 or something.
Yeah.
There was another kid.
People like Sasha Andreev. I think Sasha Andreev won juniors and seniors same year, didn't he?
There's a few that have been right there.
Oh yeah, Pushkar has done it. The last one would be no, he didn't win, or he won one. Dadikan. David. He will compete. He's last year's double junior champion. Double, you know.
I mean,
so he looks 35 as well.
And I would argue that he wouldn't. No chance like he would lose to Schoolboy, you know. So. Schoolboy would be right there. In IFA, he would be higher. In WAF, he would be somewhere around top 5 because it's harder. The guys that come in, the Georgian guys, again, they all look like, you know, they have family and he's like in 2 days he goes into pensions, you know.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like, I don't know what they're doing to fast track the training. It's not just to fast track the training. It's not like they've come across and they're just strong.
They start young. They start very young. Yeah.
It's like somehow they've packed years of stress and social anguish into a small, you know, because these look weathered. You know, it's like if somebody came and said, oh, what do you do? Yeah, I've just finished physics. It says, no way, you've just finished physics. As he swings his satchel onto his back. If the same guy said to you, no joke, I've been a car mechanic for 21 years, you'd be like, yeah, that's okay.
Seems legit, yeah.
They look
can see it on your face.
Weather.
That's the thing that's why Schoolboy has so much potential, because he still looks like he hasn't reached puberty, and yet he's doing what he's doing. He still gets to arrive. I think he arrives in the next 3 to 5 years, and when he can grow a beard, man, watch out.
Oh my. Seriously.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him I mean, look at the rate of progression we've seen. You only need to watch Schoolboy videos online, right? When Alex started putting him up in the gym. And the progression is vast. You know, he's changed so dramatically. Who knows where he can go? Yeah. Because it started out, it was like, you know, it started out, it was this internet phenomenon, but people weren't really buying it. I'd get so many messages sent over and saying, you know, this guy Schoolboy Neil, is he any good? And I'm like, yeah, he's really good. Really good? And I'm like, yeah, he's legit. The guy can pull. And I said, and his brother's, you know, going to bring him on. He's going to be serious. It's no joke. But people weren't convinced. So I think there started to be like a realization. It's almost like Ryan's second coming. You know, because people weren't taking you legit for ages, were they, Ryan?
No, long time.
Only when you back Chad Shaw.
Yeah, well, that helped. I mean, I've always been someone that puts my head way out there, and I like getting a kick around a bit. It helps me to actually improve. But Schoolboy's not doing that deliberately. He's doing it because his YouTube presence has allowed him to. But I do think that he is ready, and I think he's ready against hookers. I don't think he'd be ready against an equally tall top roller. At that level, I think his hand and wrist would probably struggle. But yeah, he's sticking out there, and I think he'll prove worthy when he gets his chance.
Yeah, the progression has been. We can see it. We can see it unfolding in front of our eyes. So he will be legitimately elite arm wrestler if he continues the path he's going with. That's what I think. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if I'm allowed to raise a random topic, but Zloty Tur this year, COVID-19, I feel like Zloty Tur is going to be potentially the biggest arm wrestling tournament the world has seen ever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, if it goes ahead, why not?
Yeah.
Can we
squeeze one? squeeze one thing in? They announced Devon and Vitaly left arm, and then they took off the video.
I don't even think that was ever a thing.
I'm like, what's going on there? Because I'm like, okay, this seems like a good match. Devon wants to up. I'm like, okay, but what's going on with that?
Well, it's not really, isn't it? Because let's be honest, Devon is a contracted athlete to the World Arm Wrestling League. He's a signature athlete for the World Arm Wrestling League, okay?
Yeah.
If the COVID-19 lifted, there's no chance that anybody could expect that Devon would go across and start pulling someone on a, it's just not going to happen. It's nuts. Devon's going to be busy as hell. Let's say that things do start with World Arm Wrestling League as they're supposed to start, and it kicks back in from sort of June, July. Then we go forward. It's going to be every month, every week.
Every 3 weeks, yeah.
And also, because of the border restrictions, to start putting Devon into matches with a completely different organisation. And what's next? You know, Levan Saganashvili and Arm Wars? Come on.
Against Danny Dish. Match.
Levan watching this now as I am.
Yeah, I haven't talked with Igor. I think I'm going to call Igor and just ask about this and figure some stuff out, because I think they wanted to make super big event at the end of the year. They know they missed, there's no chance of top 8 coming or something, so they need to make a boom at the end of the year, at least something, you know. So I think they want to do as much super matches as they can. Guys going to come in Zloty, pull in Zloty. I think it's going to be maybe some IFA tournament parallel going with this, because I don't see a lot of stuff happening, at least for next 3-4 months. Sorry, but yeah, because you know they've been posting pictures, and you can guess from the pictures. I think they want something with Michael. I don't know what's there. They want something with someone else, and you know Devon is always big, and Devon wants to pull them, but I know he has contract, and I know no one wants to really allow these traveling. You know, I think it was very tough to get him to do Tsiplenko match back in 2018. So very weird. I watched the video. I'm like, okay, left arm, and today I'm gonna go and look for it again, and it's gone. I'm like, what happened? What happened?
You know, I've got to be honest. I think that's sort of somewhere that arm wrestling doesn't need to go. It's kind of like arm wrestling are great at making problems for themselves. Oh yeah, okay, let's try and get these guys that are in completely different organisations to pull each other, when we just don't need it to happen. There's more than enough talent in both rosters to make super entertaining matchups right now. Not without, you've got Denis Tsiplenkov and Saganashvili. There's a match. Go with that one. What about that? If Denis is back, get that one going. Because wouldn't everybody love to see that? And it wasn't going to happen in the top 8.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't scheduled for top 8. So that would get everybody really excited. So if there was going to be a match at Zloty Tour that I think everybody would think to themselves, oh, I've got to see that one. I think Denis versus Levan would be awesome.
Yeah, I think if Denis is healthy, I think they're going to make that match. It's going to be left arm, but they're going to make it. Because they want it. We know Denis wants it. We know Levan wants it. We know fans want it. Everyone wants it. If the health is good, and because he's lifting some weights already and getting back in training, so... looking like small version of Hulk, so I'm looking forward to see where this goes. But I would love to see coming between these federations. I know, but for the legacy of the athlete, Devon came here, he got his ass kicked. He needs to come back with vengeance, at least. In my opinion, Vitaly top 3 in the world with both arms, overall. He's right there with everyone. So that would be a good match. Can Devon pull it off?
Well, what about the other way then? Why would you not say that it's fair to say that WAL did release some of their top athletes to go over and pull the Nemiroff Cup? They released Michael Todd for that.
Yeah.
They released Dave Chafee for that. So why not the other way?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
Why not let Levan Saganashvili? Why not let Vitaly Lalatin? Why not let them come to World Arm Wrestling League?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That would be. But right now, I think it's with scheduling because they're doing it like together, like WL season and their season. It's overlapping and
I think that's
hard.
the problem, Ray. That's what I was getting at, really, mate. I think from a perspective of arm wrestling, we need to back off that route for both PAL's perspective and World Arm Wrestling Leagues, because all we're doing is complicating things that with the vast majority of people don't understand. And I mean that without being in any way, I'm not trying to, do people down. What I'm saying is they don't understand the logistics of what they're trying to do. For me, I don't think arm wrestling's arrived yet. In fact, I know it's not arrived yet globally. So I'd back off that track and I'd just let the guys establish the sport of arm wrestling big time. Let it go where we all want it to go. Once it's there, different.
Boxing, and then
let it really establish within the mainstream. Once it's established, without creating any infighting between PAL and WAL about complicating each other, cocking each other up. Let's let two excellent organisations work on their own and get their own thing built and get it going. Then, once it's going, that's when to start talking about those hypothetical matches. I really think we shouldn't be selfish as a sport and say, but we really want to see this match. Because I know what I want to see. I want to see arm wrestling
grow
in 15 years be big.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
You
make a good point.
And then once it's at that stage, the pay-per-view for an event like that could easily be worth it, that both organisations would still make the money that they need.
Yeah, that's true. Because right now they're just borrowing athletes to one side, and it's just like, okay, go there and do your stuff. Because I don't know what was with Crossy. Crossy was pulling WL last year, and then he went to Paul, and I don't know.
Crossy was released by World Arm Wrestling League to go and do what he wanted to do there. Yeah. To be fair, World Arm Wrestling League, they have been very accommodating in that respect.
Yeah, that's. So I think it's good. It's good. But yeah, you are right. But I want to see those matches. I want to see the match that I really would love to see is Devon versus Prudnik. I think that would be just because they both can go everywhere, and I think both are legitimately strong and endurance for both of them. We know that I don't know, maybe now he's bigger, Evgeny, but he can still pull very hard, and I think that would be an amazing match. That would be really good. Yeah, that would be 1 second match. That would be bleeder. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this particular episode number 8 of the Fix.
Like the video.
Remember, please like it. Please share it. Get it out there. Let people know. Tell your friends. Tell everybody.
Call grandma.
Get on the phone. You got time. And we will see you back here for episode number 9 very soon, ladies and gents. One last flex there, Ryan Bowen.
There it is.
Get in.
Boom.
Ladies and gents, till that time, stay safe. Hope your families stay safe. Take it easy, peeps.
Yes.